Hasim Rahman Jr, thank you very much for joining us at Misfits 2 here in Sheffield. We'll talk Texas in a moment. Let's talk Sheffield first. What did you make of tonight?
Tonight was a great event. It was a great turnout. The energy was right there with the first Misfit event. It just wasn't as many people, but it was a great energy, and I'm excited for Misfits 3.
I bet you are. Yeah, okay, the crowd was different, but the energy, like you say, you always get entertainment, you always get excitement, you always get action on these cards.
Well, yeah, and I think with Misfits Series 3, I think that we have a main event that is going to be the most competitive main event that we've seen so far on Misfits, because these main events have been almost blowouts. They've all ended in knockout, and hopefully we still continue that streak. But I just think that it's going to be highly competitive, because this is a highly competitive fight with two people who are, at the top of their game. I think that Vitor Belfort, he may not be in his prime, but he's definitely nothing to play with. He's somebody that's going to come in 100% ready, and I'm going to do the same.
Let's talk about that main event. You mentioned, okay, he's not in his prime, but I mean, this guy's a legend of the game, of the fight game. Just talk to me a little bit about how this fight came about and what made you want to take that fight.
I mean, I'm the can man, the new can man. Anybody can get it. So, I haven't turned down a fight. When they called me to fight, my last fight, I took it. When they called me for the Jake Paul with all the ridiculous stipulations, I took it. I'm just a warrior. I'm just a fighter. So, there's a lot of say in the fight world about Vitor and his past, but I don't care about that. I believe in my boxing ability, and I believe that he cannot defeat me. So I will go in and put my best foot forward and come out victorious, inshallah.
You mentioned that last fight against Jake Paul. Jake Paul and Vitor Belfort are two very, very different. They're opponents from very different backgrounds. How do you prepare differently for Jake Paul or for Vitor Belfort?
Well, one is a southpaw and one is orthodox. Yeah. So obviously that's the first thing that we had to get right. And then Vitor Belfort, I have a lot more respect for him, and I have a lot more respect for his speed, his hand speed, his foot speed, his ring IQ, his ring generalship. This is a much tougher fight. It's a 10 times harder fight than what Jake Paul would have been. And I just believe that, if I show up the best me and he shows up the best him, I'm going to be victorious.
You mentioned you want to carry on the knockout streak that we've seen in headline events at Misfits 1 and 2. Do you believe you can get that knockout victory?
If God wills it, yes, absolutely. But if it's in the cards for me to win by decision and put on a boxing lesson, then that's what it is. I'm not going in there looking for anything other than to be victorious. So however that victory comes, I look to accept that from Allah. Allah is the best of planners, not me. I can't plan out how it's going to go. All I can do is keep my prayers in order, keep my faith in order, and stay on top of my training, and that's what I'm doing.
What do you want to do in the boxing game? What are your goals and ambitions within boxing?
I would love to fight for a world title and win it, and I would love to train my brothers in world title fights so they could win world titles as well. So that way, at the end of the day, we'll have a father and 3 sons that have become world champions and be one of the most dominant and respected names that boxing has ever seen.
I want to ask you so much about your family history within the sport. I'll maybe do that at another time. I just want to talk a little bit more about Misfits tonight, given that we're at the event, given that you were sitting next to KSI up front before. I believe you've been training with him. How's that been going?
It's been going great. He opened up a whole new monster in me, because, he has everything. It's when they say it's hard to get up and train when you got silk sheets, this guy's got silk everything. He's got it all, and he still gets up and goes harder than a lot of the people that are actually in championship boxing. I mean, this guy pushes himself to the limit, and it's all about passion. It's about legacy for him, and that opened up something in my mind where he's right. This is gonna live on forever. This is legacy. This is what people will be talking about for the next 20, 30 years. So it's time right now to put the foot down and put the work in.
The gym that you've been training at with KSI at Shoot Fighters. We've seen posts going out on social media. Derek Chisora has also been there, who's known as a tough fighter. You know, these guys that are around you, they are almost bringing about everything that Misfits is about. Okay, Derek's not a Misfits fighter, but he's that boxing crossover because he's alongside KSI. Are you getting that energy feel from that? That's the right gym for someone like yourself who wants to go into this path.
It was a perfect fit, man. It was a perfect fit. When I came to Misfits Series 1, I seen the work that they were putting in. So I said, you know what? I need a piece of that. Let me get in on that action, because if I can do what he was just doing, it's gonna be dangerous. So now I'm in the crew. They've brought me in and treated me just like family. They haven't taken it easy on me. Today was my first day off since I've been in the United Kingdom. And
which is how many days?
I've been here for like two almost 3 weeks now, and I got another week to go. And then we got 3 weeks in America. I got to go back to my dad, where he's gonna assess everything that they did and you know, make sure that I'm fully prepared and fully ready. I'm dotting all the I's, crossing all the T's. I will be 100% ready with a full passion of gold blood come November 19th. Hasim Gold-Blooded Rahman Jr.
You mentioned your dad again. That's why I've got to. I've been wanting to ask you. What words of advice has he given you? What have you learned from him? Just tell me a little bit about the cause and effect of growing up with your dad and then becoming a professional boxer yourself.
The main thing is my faith. Our faith in Allah has never deterred. We've never deterred our faith in Allah, and you know, many lessons come from Hadith and the Quran, and lessons from the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and it's just been. I couldn't ask for a better upbringing. I couldn't. I mean, I'm so grateful that he blessed me to be born Muslim, and that he blessed me to represent the Ummah, to represent all the Muslims in the world. So I look to go in there and like Muhammad Ali was a great Muslim champion, Mike Tyson, great Muslim champion, Devin Haney, great Muslim champion, who's fighting tonight. And I look to be one of those, Prince Nassim Ahmed, great Muslim champion from the UK. I look to put my name on that list, and Misfits has given me the platform and the tools that I need to develop myself, not only as a fighter, not only as a man, but as a champion.
Final thing for me, Hasim, because it's getting a little rowdy in here now. Final thing from me, I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit. If you look into the camera and tell Texas what's coming on November 19th.
It's going to be fireworks. It's going to be fast-paced. It's going to be bloodshed. It's going to be a Misfits event in the USA. We got to come out and represent. Austin, Texas, Baltimore coming to take over, Las Vegas coming to take over, New York coming to take over. We got a lot of support from Team Rockman. I know everybody's going to be in the building. And if you can't make it, download the zone right now, because November 19th, you are not going to want to miss it.
He gets put on the spot and he pulls that out. I can't wait to see you fight night. Hasim Rahman Jr.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother.